Is that better?
So this
Hello,
is the
hello.
pre-game show.
This is the pre-game show. The previous show was the pre-game show.
And only those people that are privileged enough to get to the behind the scenes, the inside scoop, who paid the big bucks, get access.
It really is. It's something, I had say Dre, right? Like Dre came to and he was like, please, can I get access to the pre-game show? And I'm like, sorry, I just don't think so. We have Kanye already. He took your seat, bruh. I'm trying to be so current, right? Because I'm trying to bring in these like current stars.
Right.
Like, well, like Burt Reynolds came to you, right? And he talked to you about getting a show and you said no.
Well, he's past his prime. He's not at our level. Do you realize that because of justice, did you see all the likes? Not the likes, the views. We had over 200 views in our last show, and that's more than all the views we've had for our entire 2 seasons
Wow.
by
I'm
having
so
a
thrilled.
guest.
What the? Yeah. We got something going on as long as we have guests. So I'm really happy to announce to everyone that today we don't have a guest. So I thought we could actually just capitalize on our split personalities and actually both interview each other's other personality.
Which I've done a lot.
You have a lot of personalities.
Yeah, I've got 19, 17 that will speak to me, two that are just fucking cunts.
They've actually locked you out.
They're as bad as it gets. They don't like me. They don't like you. They don't like anybody.
I can see that. I can see the bilious rancor.
So
Wow.
you wanted to go towards digital IDs? These shades, I can't see
Oh,
anything.
I'm really excited about. Yeah, I'd like um I feel lost a lot of the time and I'd like someone, some type of bigger brother perhaps to be able to find me at any time. That's something that I'm really interested in. I can't remember if I've taken my medication. And so if and so I would love to be alerted of when I should take medication. So yeah, I'm kind of really excited to go for some digital ID. Oh, you mean for the show? Oh, sorry. Yeah, for the show. I was thinking that I was gonna get super up to date on all of it, but I didn't do it. I was trying to, I guess, epitomize the average Canadian, including myself, who is too busy reeling from life to actually really get up to date.
But we did have a 1 hour show where we talked about how the show was not at your standards and that we need to prepare. So we did do that this week.
That's really true. I was actually a bit surprised that it ended up being posted. I had no idea that I thought it was just a conversation amongst colleagues, what they call like a private meeting. But you remind me of a story of John Lennon. I think it was John Lennon and Elton John were hanging out in a hotel in New York, and there was a knock at the door, and he's like, Elton, go get it, go see who it is. And he peeks through the hole and he sees it's Andy Warhol. He's like, oh, it's Andy. He's like, don't let him in. Don't let him in. He always has a camera on. Never a private moment. Really bad impersonation of John Lennon, but you get my point. You are the Andy Warhol of my life. There's no private moments.
Well, the thing is, I do press the button. You are being recorded, and I feel that each of our conversations has so much value to go into the depth of your doubt, to go into the depth of what is blocking you from stardom, and then to have me there helping you to get through that. These are beautiful moments.
Thank you. No, actually, I looked at it and I was shocked because it came up while I was looking for Russell Brand, I think. You got the algorithms brought us right beside Russell Brand, which I kind of want to say is, it's a tip of the hat. Um, but I read through it. I was like, huh, actually that was actually quite good. Yeah.
I think so.
So
I
yeah.
think it was. I think there's a lot of people out there that are like us, new show. They're not sure how to do it. They have no audience. They're not that talented, and they're trying and they need help. And so what we're doing is we're showing them the process, because once we get huge, people are going to go, how did those guys do it when everyone else is doing it? But those guys, there's no way those guys could have done it. I could see these people doing it, and these people, but not those guys. And then they show
Wow.
us how to do it.
Yeah, well, we should actually, yeah, shall we let them in on how we do things here? Well, we write notes. We certainly write notes, and but if we were really an expert, we'd take our handwritten notes and we type them out. Because that is how a lot of experts are doing it. They really type out things, and yeah, they probably get a microphone that doesn't block half their face, which is that's really true. No, it takes sorting out what you want to put across, because I think why our interview with Justice Law was so effective was that we really were clear and inspired about the topic, and we prepared, which
Didn't
is
we just
huge.
asked a few questions and he was completely ready to answer them, and we didn't have to do much.
Right. Yes. Yeah. No, well, I was prepared. I had actually done hours of study
Really?
preparing for him. Yeah.
Hours. What
Mhm.
did you study?
I studied some of the Empower Movement's website. I was looking at you know uh, holding people personally accountable for uh, for um their actions in government. I think that that's probably one of the biggest things. And so if you look at the Kelowna uh, action with 5G, it was actually with smart metering, I'm sorry, and how uh, they actually were able to push back that installation because of um, their work, really working to hold people personally accountable. Now, you would probably never hear them say, well, I was being held personally accountable and therefore I backed off, but it just so happened that when they started to push these people and make these claims against them, people did back off from pushing that through. So that was one of the things that I was looking at. I was also looking a bit at, his Facebook wall, spend a good 4 hours on his Facebook wall, going back and seeing what Justice was posting. Because, that's, I think, the bare minimum is that if we have a guest on, we should actually be doing that. Right? Does that make sense?
Well, we need strict protocols to keep our show at a high level of indifference.
Well, that's a great opportunity here. Shall we do that? We could actually make that happen.
Go look at our Facebook wall and show our audience where we're at.
Okay. Yeah. Great. Great. Great.
You,
So So you're imbibing what I am imagining is some type of an herb right now. How is your consciousness feeling?
My consciousness is feeling that if this is any indication of the show, we're going into a bad one. Both of us are
We're going
unprepared.
to,
Hey, but I have.
oh my God, that's really exciting.
Right.
Wow.
And you know what? Most of the stuff, maybe we should go into the show, but most of the stuff that I'm pulling out are stuff that you brought up on your own by yourself. Nearly everything that's in here that has power, you've already said, you already brought it out. So you gotta thank yourself, man, for being the investigative reporter that you are. That I think already within months you've risen to the top. You're the creme de la creme. You people are talking about Yogi Shambu across the world, going, how can he be with Captain Sweep? Why is he so lucky to be with that man?
Yeah. And it's because of the years of work that I've done in the trenches,
Hmm.
picking you up out of the gutters after parties, you know. Um it's so bad. And
The
it's
truth hurts. I remember when
no,
that girl
no,
screwed
no,
up
no.
on you and I had to take her outside and you just sat there and did nothing.
I'm people have no idea what is real or not real for this episode. I think we could just be playing right now, and yeah, it's I think one of my great passions is actually going through information and intuitively feeling, okay, what feels like the most salient points, what feels like something that can actually both grip people but also bridge their thinking, so that they can put a piece together. That's probably what we're all doing, but that's something that I really love doing. Yeah,
That's
yeah. I loved brochures when I was a child. I could never really read that well, so I actually, I think I really liked, those little booklets on bigger topics. Yeah, kind of like the Coles notes of things. So I became quite obsessed with actually making Coles notes. That's something that I really wanted to do, and that's something that I hope that we can do here, is actually be able to have those Coles notes, of current affairs.
well, that's where we're heading. I think we're getting ready. I can feel that it's
I
about to
think
click.
so.
As
Eh? Are we
you're
getting
building.
the?
Okay. I'm about to do the intro and
Here, just yeah. Okay, you just wait 1 second. Okay, I'm going to close the door.
okay.
I'm closing the vault. Okay. How is my lighting? Is it good?
Looks great. You look great. Great background. Great contrast. How about me?
Yeah. No. I mean, it friggin' works. Like your glasses are the background. Like I actually don't know what is, the background, and what is just your eyes are so translucent that actually I see the background through your eyes.
Okay, you ready?